So earlier this year, I kind of started my own small business in order to support my having to transition out of working full time at my career and taking care of myself and managing my health. So I took my favorite things and that also allowed me to rest and turned it into a way for me to share magic with the world as well as make an income. So for those that don't know, my small business is called Stitchin Spoonie, and what I do is I take secondhand materials because I try to live as zero waste as possible. So I'm very passionate and adamant about not creating more waste. So I take secondhand materials and then I infuse them with reiki, which is a healing energy, and then I craft it into something new and send it back into the world. So I'm a big knitter, crocheter, sewer, creator of all kinds, but primarily my favorite thing to do is knit because I can do it while resting and laying in bed and managing my Addisons and my other chronic illnesses and taking care of my body. So this is something that I've started in February of this year, and I'm continuing it on, and it's been awesome. It's been amazing. I absolutely love it. I'm so passionate about knitting and creating and turning things into something new. And then in October, I had this idea that I really wanted to use this passion and this platform situation, I guess, to bring about awareness and support other Spoonies all over the world in what way I could, because I don't have the funds or always the energy to advocate or be present in the way that I want to in the world for Spoonies, but I found a way that I thought that would be possible for me to bring about an awareness, highlight Spoonies all over the world, and give back to organizations or charities that are in need. So in October, I came up with the idea of every month, and it's been a slow process because turns out, no surprise, it's hard to get Spoonies engaged. Not in a bad way, just because we have to self-preserve. So I'm reaching out in this way because I want to see who I can support. So basically the concept is I can give examples. So in October, I took a friend of mine who's actually one of my old yoga students who has type 1 diabetes. And I knitted a scarf inspired by her. And then I sold that piece, and all the money that I made from that piece, I donated to the organization of her choice, the Type 1 Diabetes Walk Foundation. And along with that, in that post, I shared a little bit about type 1 diabetes, what that's like, what it's like for her, as well as highlighted her as a individual in this world facing a strong battle or a hard battle. So I really wanted to continue that every month, but all the people that I've asked who I love dearly, it's just hard to get people to commit. And that's totally fine. And I don't want to put any pressure on anyone ever. I really just want to be here to support and bring about an awareness and give where I can. So what I'm asking now is if you know a Spoonie or someone facing a rare disease or a battle or that is living with something that needs to be brought about awareness of, I would love to highlight that person, make a piece for them, sell it, and then put all proceeds towards that organization of their choice to bring more awareness about their condition or situation. And what I'm asking for basically is what I would want that individual to do is I would love a photo of that person so I can show that individual if they're comfortable with that. I would love, in their own words, a very brief description of what their condition actually is, what it's like to have that condition and how it affects them in this world, or what lifestyle changes they've had to modify or change, and then an organization that they would like the proceeds to go towards. So that's where it's asking quite a bit of some Spoonies who really need to rest and sometimes can't always gather, because really it's a picture, a brief description of their life, their condition, and an organization. So it's 4 things, and then I can take that information and either knit a sweater or a scarf or a hat, or I also create a lot of zero waste items like produce bags and face scrubbies. It really can be whatever we want. They can pick a specific thing or allow me to just see what I'm inspired by. But I'm sharing this because I'm hoping by doing this, you can share this with other Spoonies that want to bring about awareness or have a particular organization or topic that they want shared. And I will do my best to get to all of them at some point. I would love to highlight at least one Spoonie a month. And there's no time constraint. But I'm figuring if I'm putting it out there versus just like individually asking some of my chronic illness friends, then it's not putting so much pressure on them. And I can just ask anyone, and then anyone that has the time and energy to do that, then they can be active when they're willing and ready to reach out to me. So you can just comment here all that information, and then I can reach out and follow up to get emails and to get pictures and all those kinds of things. But I'm really excited. I love making and I love creating and I love bringing about awareness and helping others. So when I can do all of that in one, it would just make my heart so happy. So nominate yourself, I guess, or share it with a Spoonie that you think might want a piece made about them or inspired by them. And let's work together to bring about an awareness and make a difference, because we are our best advocates and we do best when we work together. As always, thank you guys for being here. Light and love, all the spoons, and I hope you have a wonderful day.